Good morning. This is the Paint the Town Red podcast. Our first story today dives into the escalating tensions with the Republican Party concerning President Trump's potential military involvement in the Israel-Iran conflict. President Trump has indicated a decisive decision on U.S. involvement, which will come within the next 2 weeks, emphasizing a preference for negotiation, but not ruling out military action entirely. This stance has reignited divisions within the GOP. Traditional war hawks like Senator Lindsey Graham advocate for decisive action to prevent Iran from acquiring nuclear capabilities. I mean, why not? It's worked the last 7 times, right? Controversially, America First proponents include Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, who no one has respect for apparently, and Vice President J.D. Vance, too. They caution us against entangling the U.S. in another Middle Eastern conflict, emphasizing non-interventionist principles. This isn't the only rift in the party, though. President Trump's proposed tax legislation, dubbed One Big Beautiful Bill, aims to implement significant tax cuts. However, the bill has sparked debate within the Republican ranks. While some Republicans support the bill's tax reduction goals, others express concerns over its potential to increase the national deficit by $3 trillion over a decade. Senate Majority Leader John Thune is working diligently to garner support, but internal disagreements persist. At the state level, the North Dakota Republican Party recently experienced a contentious leadership election. Matthew Simon, representing the party's populist wing, narrowly defeated establishment candidate Shane Godel. This close vote underscores the broader ideology rifts within the party. These internal conflicts raise questions about the Republican Party's direction. As debates over foreign policy and fiscal responsibility intensify, the GOP faces the challenge of uniting its diverse factions ahead of the 2026 midterm elections. What I want to ask you this before I end the podcast is, in these hard times that the Republican Party is experiencing, where we seem to be fracturing, where do you see yourself standing now? And where do you see yourself standing a year from now, or when the midterms are here? Where do you see yourself standing then? And I might want to remind you that, Trump won the popular vote. For a second, think about our base principles of why we are Republicans in the first place. To me, this isn't proclaiming that we can save California or our nation through conservative values alone. It's by recognizing that only Jesus Christ can do that. Some of us have forgotten that. When there are portions of the media on the right that are firing people for saying Christ is king, and they're on the right, in order to not offend other religions, I think we have a major issue. Bigger than what's going on overseas, bigger than what's going on with the Big Beautiful Bill. No, right here within our own party. That is a major issue. So ask yourself, do you find yourself aligning with a diminishing group of people who are corrupt and sold out to the interests of foreign nations who are not Christian? I know for myself, I have zero confusion about where I stand with Christ. When we voted in Trump, we voted him in to drain the swamp. And that's not just the Democrat swamp. The truth shall set you free, or get you in a lot of trouble. Just remember, when you're going against the popular narrative, Christ is king. And when you think the world hates you, just remember they hated him first. This is the Paint the Town Red podcast, where Christ is king, and we will never stop pushing for less conflict, less war, and less corruption, no matter what or who tries to stop us. God bless you and have a wonderful weekend.